It's called Advanced Answering Techniques. So it is three professional people explaining to other people how to answer different questions, a multiple variety of questions. Advanced Answering Techniques.
Hello and welcome to Advanced Answering Techniques. I'm your host, Josh. I'm joined by Caleb.
Hi.
And Gabe.
Hi.
You
Yeah.
heard... I'm
Hi.
sorry, did I step on your exclamation, Caleb?
His Miss Piggy impression.
Hiya!
Hiya! Yeah. No, sorry. I've been meaning to say that.
Oh, yeah. You to finish high.
Yeah.
Because
I keep saying hi and I keep forgetting to say
yeah.
yeah.
Hiya.
Hiya. So does that mean that you're like snapping into the episode? You're attacking it with vim and vigor?
Yep.
Hiya.
It is a board and you must destroy it.
I will destroy this episode.
Your historical roll.
Splinter it into 1,000 pieces.
Impossible to put back together.
Impossible to put back together. Completely incongruent with itself.
Yeah.
People come along and look at it and go, what happened?
What did this used to be?
There was something.
There's not even evidence of what it used to be.
Something was intact. No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, but we love that. That's one of the reasons that we love.
Oh, it wouldn't be what it is.
Yeah.
Thriving media, kind of trend setting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought leading.
Destination superstar.
Yeah.
Destination Mars.
Right.
Oh.
Going
Mars.
all the way to the moon.
Okay. So we're stepping it back.
We're going to
We're
the
not
moon.
going to go to Mars.
We're going to the moon first.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we can make it to the moon, what's Mars?
Yeah.
It's not that much
It's just
further.
a couple moons lengths away.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be a handful of moons.
Probably more than a couple.
Well,
You're right.
and I think you get a real benefit if you get the slingshot effect from the moon.
Oh, yeah. We are going to need to use the moon to get to Mars. That's a cool thing about the stars. You got to use one, get to the other.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, it's a whole.
It's like how you make a whole picture in the sky. You
Yeah.
got to use one to get to the other.
Yeah, I start with one star.
like a constellation. Is
Yeah.
what you're
Yes,
talking about.
pictures in the sky. That's what same thing.
The old sky pictures.
Sky, sky film is
Yeah.
what I call it. I see it as moving.
Yeah. It is moving.
It does. It moves. I mean, we're moving too.
Yeah.
Animated though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I see. So like you see, say the Pleiades and the sisters are all dancing around.
They're all dancing around. I can see it in my mind's eye.
Yeah.
Sky film.
Ursa Major's scratching his back on the tree constellation.
Yes.
the tree.
That sounds more like
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
But
Ursa Major is
It's a bear.
yeah, TV, like some kind of nature special on TV. Okay. So that's fine if you want to think of it that way. I think of it as film.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's film.
Sky film.
Ursa Major is scratching its back on Capricorn's horns.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're buds.
I never seen that. But
Okay.
I'd like to see it.
I don't.
Sometimes Ursa Major takes on the qualities of a pail, some kind of dipper.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I see a dipper in there.
Do those overlap? Those constellations?
They do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how does that work?
Well, what happened was
there was a boring guy who looked at the sky, and then there was a more interesting guy.
Yes, that's exactly what it
There
was.
was a boring, thirsty or hungry man.
After
It's like,
thousands of years of having established constellations, the pioneers came and looked up at the sky and said, doesn't that look like a big old dipper?
Yeah.
Reduce these
it
things.
looks like a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. There's something approaching us through the trees. What is that?
That bear looks like a
Is
dipper.
it a dipper or a bear? I'm scared.
I'm scared. Ooh, a big dipper's
It
going
is
to
just
pick
a
me
dipper.
up.
It's just a dipper.
Big dipper's going to pick me up and dip. It's going to dip me.
Speaking of having fun and being funny, Caleb, you recently had some adventures doing some comedy.
Oh yeah, I did.
I
did some comedy. I went up and did an open mic in a town nearby. Does it matter? I can say where. Post Falls, Idaho.
Oh gosh.
It doesn't matter.
I don't want any personal information out there if I can help it.
Okay. Well, this is mine information.
I'll bleep it.
Okay.
I'll bleep it.
Okay.
You don't have to, Josh.
I went up there and I performed for a group of comedians because that is what open mics are.
Right.
And they did not like me.
Mm-hmm.
No one liked me.
Yeah.
I did do material that I thought at least comedians would like.
Right.
I thought it was in that wheelhouse. And
Right.
I guess either like they just didn't like who I was and what I was saying, or some combination. Like maybe they did like what I was saying. They
Right.
didn't like who I was,
Okay.
which would be crazy. That would be pretty crazy. Least likely in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I had a good time
Yeah.
actually kind of doing it. It was strange because
Yeah.
I've done some of these jokes before, and I've gotten
Right.
reactions.
You were
so.
just drinking up all their salty tears. You just
Anguish.
wanted all their tears.
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
kind
that
of-
was something that
the-
you I think a lot of your bits were about how
Yeah.
January 6th didn't go far enough.
Yeah, and people were upset about that.
Yeah.
They didn't like that.
They thought it went just far enough.
Yeah.
They liked where
They
January
were
6th.
on board with January 6th, but they
left
wanted
it.
it. They thought they stopped right when these people were in control and decided to stop when it was right.
I think we can all look at this and call this a success. That was the temperature of the room in
All right,
Post Falls.
we've done what we came here to do. Let's go, okay? And that was not my opinion. My opinion was we should have done more.
Right. There was all kinds of you say money on the table.
I just think the
Yeah.
police should have showed them around a little bit more inside the
Yeah.
White House. Just more cool things. Maybe some secret stuff.
Right.
Right.
You know?
You don't think they saw any secret stuff?
I don't think they really saw any secret stuff.
Well, yeah. Then
I
Then
mean, maybe they
yeah.
saw secret documents, but I'm talking about passageways and,
Right.
yeah.
like
But
Ghosts.
yeah,
yes.
the secret ghosts.
Oh,
not
those
the
aren't.
ones we
I
all
was
know
gonna
about.
say. Yeah. They're not secret.
Yeah,
Right.
But that was fun. Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay.
It was weirdly fun. I filmed it too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is where I'm at. I drive over 3 hours back at, like the both
There and
ways,
back,
whatever.
yeah.
There and back is a total of over 3 hours. And I make my wife put my kids to bed, and I get up there and I film me bombing in front of a crowd. And so that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So. But it was weirdly good and fun.
Good.
Yeah.
So.
You could feel alive that way.
Yes.
Right.
Seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not understood. Seen.
Seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's everybody makes sacrifices in order to kind of pursue the things that are really important to them.
Right.
Which brings us to our topic this week, because we have a longtime contributor, extraordinaire, collaborator who is who gets her thrills from kind of experiencing daily life,
Yes.
and then telling us.
She's she's embedded. She's
She's-
our boots on the ground embedded journalist in a family.
in a
Right.
family, telling us what that's like.
Yes.
She's right there, eyewitness.
Yeah.
My husband and I recently joined a exercise gym to help stave off the winter blues. And there's this board that has your name and tally marks to show who's been going to the gym the most. And whoever goes to the gym the most gets to wear a big belt to show how hard they've been working. And you get a picture and then your name again on another plaque. And I was looking at it, and it made me wonder, if you were a professional wrestler, what would your music and style be?
That was Joy, and Joy has been working tirelessly for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she has gotten tired.
Yeah.
You can hear it in her voice.
You can hear she's a little tired.
Exhausted.
I did like her use of words for an exercise gym.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it made me think of
Other
what other
gyms.
kind of gyms are there?
Yeah,
Go to a gym,
yeah.
and it's for eating.
An eating gym.
Yeah.
A gymnasium of feasting.
The cafeteria.
Kind of, that's kind of what a cafeteria is.
Say
It's
that
an
is.
eating gym.
It smells like a gym
Yeah.
in a cafeteria.
Yeah. The fat kids are just as sweaty
yeah.
as the normal gym, the exercise
But with,
gym.
but with excitement.
Right. Yeah. Salivating.
Yeah.
Just can't wait.
They just can't wait. I also,
The adults have to wear certain clothes.
sir,
Yeah.
as a in the cafeteria.
Yeah, in the cafeteria and in the gym.
Okay.
I
Like
mean,
a
you
belt.
don't have to. You can do a Robert F. Kennedy and you can work out in jeans.
Jeans?
Yeah.
Okay.
allowed.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't have to.
I was thinking like you do have to wear clothes at least. Both. Yeah.
That is the difference between so you've got like a food gym, you have an exercise gym, you've got a Greek gym.
Yes.
They're not wearing clothes.
They're
in
not
the
wearing
Greek
clothes. No.
Nobody's not.
in the gymnasium.
Yep.
They're not allowed.
And that for them is probably like that idea of what's food gym and what's exercise gym is probably conflated as well in the Greek gym. They're
Yeah.
eating and exercising.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I feel like.
Okay.
The Greeks would probably
Yeah.
They'd
not
be
be too
fine.
rigid.
They'd be fine with you having a euro in the gym.
Having your old wall doing presses.
The fat kids
Or
sweaty
you-
there too.
Or you do like a press and when you get to the top, there's a dangling euro.
Tomatoes drip on
There's
you
just-
while you're struggling.
Yeah. That kind
Grecian water torture.
of thing. Yeah.
Or tomato juice torture, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I also, what I kind of took away initially from this question is just how it also functions as a list of reasons that I never want to go to a gym, right? Like
Yeah.
the exercise is the chief among them. And
Yeah.
then the tally marks to add a little
Yeah.
competition into the mix. That's
Yeah.
that would be troubling for
Those
me.
those tally marks are the straws that broke the camel's
Yeah.
back for you. You're
Definitely.
Just not,
Yeah.
Not interested.
As the straws
No, thank
pile
you.
up,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have to worry about the belt. And I mean, I guess now I'm curious how big is the belt?
Yeah.
Well,
Depending on
you might be more interested if the belt
Yeah.
is big enough.
if it's
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess theoretically, if you've gone to the gym enough to have the most tally marks to win the privilege of wearing the belt,
right.
the belt doesn't have to be that big.
Yeah.
But also
Wait.
maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like a
don't
very
know.
large individual,
Yeah.
if they go to the gym the most,
Yeah.
but they're still rocking a 50-inch waist, like this belt has
See,
gotta
I
be
was
huge.
thinking the other way though. Not to be
Okay.
to be confusing, but
Okay.
I was thinking like if you do enough exercise, now you can wear the belt 'cause
Exactly,
you're
yeah.
strong enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be that too.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so,
I was also thinking for you, you don't
Okay.
wear belts, you do suspenders. So maybe
again, I don't want this personal information out there.
So maybe what if
That's
they
not-
made like big suspenders?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Like
fun.
huge suspenders with very ornate clasps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge fat.
Why don't they do
suspenders.
that?
Because the clowns kind of have the market cornered
yeah.
on that.
You're right.
whole
You do
thing.
look. You probably end up looking kind of clownish.
Clowns and then like
But what if you
high-end
made-
baristas, you know?
The other thing is that the belt is to hold your insides in when you're lifting and
Right.
straining.
Oh.
It's not to keep your pants up. So the suspenders no longer serve that
Okay.
same purpose.
Right.
I mean, they could. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Maybe
they don't. The
if-
way that we use them, they're just like handles for pants. Like your pants are a bag.
Yeah.
You put your body in. You put the handles
Yeah.
over your
and
shoulders.
and your shoulders are your hands.
Your hands holding up your body bag, which is your pants.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, that's evocative.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, the competition that she said, we're doing this to stave off the winter blues,
Yes.
which I definitely get, and it's proven to be true. Exercise helps with that, but this whole level of competition and going in and seeing how you're not performing as well as other people,
Right.
or whatever else, that seems like I would get pretty sad pretty quickly.
That would
as soon as I fell
right.
behind, now I'm feeling sad again.
Yeah. Yeah. You well, My bet is that there are some gym rats out there
Oh yeah.
who are just
Yeah.
exercise gym rats.
exercise gym rats who are blowing the lid off this thing. And so it's probably a competition between 2 or 3 people, really.
Yeah.
And everybody else is just kind of like whatever.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's food gym rats too, and they're
Yeah,
just real
totally.
rats.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'm more of a
Yeah.
cafeteria rat.
yeah. Just an actual rat.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
yeah.
Well, me too. I'm a traditional trash rat who just lives in garbage.
I'm just a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like being a rat.
Mm-hmm.
I got my tail, my fur. I'm a little bit bigger than a mouse. And a family.
A rat.
Yeah, a rat.
Yeah.
Big teeth,
Big teeth.
diseases.
I go around. People are scared of me. Diseases, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the kind of rat I am.
Yeah.
Not jam. You don't have to put me in anywhere you put me. I'm going to be a rat.
Right.
I'll be any room or building or any type of that. I'm a
rat.
rat.
I'm
A
that rat.
By any other name.
Blank rat. Blank rat.
Blank rat. dude.
Podcast rat.
Yeah. yeah. I'm the podcast rat.
But
Which is why, and some people call me Splinter,
yeah.
which is why I do karate.
That's
Right.
true. And
Yeah.
you're splintering this episode out into billions of little shards.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. One of the things to kind of tie the question in with that discussion,
Yeah.
I loved the tenuous nature of this question.
Okay.
It arises very
Yes.
out of a like very slight, there's a very slight connection.
It's-
I like
it's
that very much.
Just
too.
ever so slightly hinted
Right.
by the question or by the context of the question
Right.
itself. And then Joy doesn't do any of the
Heavy
any of
lifting,
the heavy
so to
lifting.
speak.
That's a good-
Expositing. We're going to do
Yeah,
that for
exactly.
her. We'll do that for
Of
her
the
right
connection.
now.
We're gonna get into
Yeah.
the joke jam.
But I love that. And and the thing that would maybe convince me to try out this gym is that if you did win the privilege of the belt,
Yeah.
then you do get to come out and have an entrance and
You know
do
what
the
I'm
whole
realizing
thing.
here?
Wouldn't that be great?
What is insane about this is the open mic I went to,
Okay.
they do a thing where you get judged on how well you do, and you get a belt there too.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
it's
I'm surprised it's not suspenders because they're clowns.
That would be good. That's
Yeah.
a good suggestion for them.
Is it
what
a-
if it was a big nose
or a
or
rainbow
suspenders?
afro.
Yeah. But it's just weird. It's another way to get a belt.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to work out my
Right.
body. We'll work
Right.
out my mind and my social
and,
aptitude.
Yep, and
Yes.
my position on January 6th.
Right.
Yes.
So it's perfectly
Perfectly
Just
right.
right.
I stop right when
Yeah.
the
Everyone
audience
else
says
stops.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, sorry, there was just a
No, you're
weird,
good.
weird similarity.
that is a weird similarity.
But you're right that she's. I'm sorry. I'm trying to tie it in.
Go ahead. That's fine.
The
Buckle it up.
what you were buckle it up. We're gonna do the work.
If there was the potential to win the privilege
Yes.
of entrance music every time you come to the gym, if that's part of the belt,
You
that would be
defend
great.
it. You defend it.
I would consider signing up for this gym, but that's never going to happen. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And then, what was the other aspect of it? She just kind of set it up a little bit.
She
What's
said
your
she,
style?
She brought
Yeah.
a belt into the mix,
Yep.
and then she hit us
yes, boom,
with a question.
pow.
This is great.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
context. Belt. Give us a belt. This maybe could be a saying of ours.
Yeah.
Give us the belt and then the question.
Right. Yeah. Well, I've often heard you ask
Yeah.
for the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
not in so
Give
many
me the
words,
belt.
but maybe
Yeah.
through behavior and
Yeah.
actions.
If you
and-
give me the belt, then I will give you a question.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of a chant like from Hook, give us the belt.
Give us the belt. Give us the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah, but guys, why avoid the question
Right.
at this point? Let's just get right into it.
That's a great
agree.
idea.
The question is, if you were a wrestler, famous for their belts,
Yep.
what would your entrance music be, and what would your style be?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's good.
Style.
Mine would be my entrance music would be Bless Her Beautiful Hide.
Okay.
Oh,
from the Seven Brides and Seven
Brides.
Brothers.
I see where
Bless
this
her beautiful hide
wherever she
and kind of my idea
just that again and again.
it would be it would
like
be
the
sort
song.
of the remix
Oh.
with some dubs with some
Bless her beautiful hide.
no it would actually just be just the original the original
Yeah.
film
Classic.
soundtrack version
Yeah.
Okay.
of Bless Her Beautiful Hide. And my style would be that I'm sort of a backwoods
Yes.
brawler type guy. That I went into town from the Oregon territories and I found me a wife, took her back up.
And you're
Well, wait.
And I've got 6 brothers.
style.
and so we went back. I accidentally convinced my brothers to kidnap women
Yep.
for their wives. And so we all ended up in this cabin
Yep.
up in the mountains.
The snows come.
Snows come.
The pass gets closed
The
up.
pass is closed. The pass is closed. And unbeknownst to me, my wife is pregnant. She doesn't approve of what I've done, encouraging my brothers, facilitating them driving around in a wagon.
Yeah.
Capture these
Just
women.
getting bags of women.
Right. And so I have to go off to another deeper hunting cabin.
Yeah.
While I'm there, my wife is delivered of her child. She is, speaking of the winter blues, seasonally depressed and afflicted
Postpartum,
with
probably.
postpartum
Yep.
depression.
Yep.
She stops caring about anything. It turns out that before my parents died, our parents, me and my 6 brothers,
Yeah.
that my mother had laid up quite a lot of canned squirrel meat.
Nice.
We kept it there sort of as a memory of our parents.
Yeah.
And we weren't planning on eating it, but in her deep depression,
Yeah.
she serves the squirrel meat to my brothers and their the kidnapped women. And of course, squirrel meat is at this point full of botulism.
Sure.
Oh,
They are
no.
dead.
Oh my goodness.
The authorities find my wife and arrest her. I come out of the woods just in time to see my wife sentenced to life in prison.
Whoa. Back then they're doing that?
Well, this is pretty recent.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's Josh.
It's me.
This is your character story. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
I
right.
see what you're saying.
Yeah. And so, but I have I'm horribly depressed by what's happened. My family is dead. My wife is in jail, but I have an infant daughter.
Yeah.
To save my infant daughter, to provide for her, I take out an enormous life insurance policy and begin to use my backwoods brawling skills to fight.
To fight.
For not caring whether I live or die,
Wow.
because I'm going to
Okay.
provide for my daughter
Either way.
one way or another.
Yeah.
But it turns out I don't die. I succeed. I become a very prominent wrestler.
Wow. And so that's your backstory.
That's my
and
backstory.
so,
Wow.
so part of your backstory is that you win.
Well, my backstory is that this is how I got to this point.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
right,
That's
right,
why
right.
you're going to be doing what you're. Yes.
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I see.
He's got the motivation and everything.
But
He's
so
got-
the song is "Bless Her Beautiful Hide."
Yeah.
Okay.
So what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of is if people aren't aware of this, all of the parts of this
Right.
backstory, they might think that you're coming to the wrestling
Yeah.
match to find a bride.
No, it's just memories of better times.
Because I was thinking it would be kind of cool if you built that into it, where it's like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
trying to
well-
find a bride, and I beat you every time you beat them.
Yeah.
You go, Nope.
Right.
I know.
This ain't a
that's-
bride.
Right. It turns out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Still
as
trying
he's
to find
beating
that
all of his
bride.
male opponents. Oh, it turns out
Yeah.
that's not a bride.
Yeah. Which
Okay.
would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would drive you forward.
I think I would probably leave it open to audience interpretation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
if they
probably
wanted
for the
to,
best.
if they wanted to, there'd be a look in my eyes where you could kind of tell that it was like, it was just kind of a wistful thing for me
yeah,
remembering.
I wish I had my bride.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm still married,
Wow.
and she's
Yes.
spending her life in prison.
Conjugal visits?
Gabe, what are your ideas?
So my answer to the question is that was it first the song or the style? I guess
You whichever I did.
So
it
yeah,
my
I'm gonna
way.
go for kind of like a robber man. Like I'm a stealer guy, and I have to. I take things from others on the road. So like there's a carriage or wagon trotting on by, and I walk out there with my sword drawn, and
Like
I
a
tell them to
highwayman.
halt. Yeah, I'm the highwayman.
You're the
I'm
highwayman.
the highwayman. Yeah, that's my name. It's
Okay.
actually it was
Dude,
actually the highwayman.
This is great. So you're like a heel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
So
yeah,
like
it can be kind of
you
like
always
evil.
have some
Yeah.
possession of your opponents.
Yes. Well, and I want that. I mean, I'm chasing gold. I'm chasing valuables. I want the belt. I want that
Yeah.
big golden
Try to-
belt. I want to
and
steal
sometimes
that.
you just will steal
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's part of why I'm fighting or
The-
something like
The
that.
end goal of it is for you to be. It's like a weird thing where you've stolen the belt from the person who is already the champion,
Right.
and the fight, the
Is-
climactic fight, is him getting what is his back. From
Or
him.
do I keep it?
Or do you keep it?
Exactly.
That is
That's
So
great.
say
I love that.
Adam Ponape has
Wait, who?
he's just one.
Oh yeah.
He's just one.
Who's Adam Ponape?
Adam Ponape. He's the hero of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Oh, right.
His wife
right.
died of
His wife-
squirrel botulism. Or no, his
No,
whole
no, no.
family did.
Yeah, yeah.
His wife's in jail for
Yeah.
killing
Really,
his
it's
whole
like-
family with squirrel botulism.
They were killed by the memory of your parents.
Right.
Exactly.
They were killed while honoring your mother.
So Adam Ponape wins the title, and they're
Yes.
about to present,
yeah.
and they pan over there,
Yeah.
and here's the belt, and
And
it's gone.
Gone.
And it is
there's a little placard where
Right.
the belt usually sits, and it says
Right.
the belt
Yeah.
above it, empty.
Yep.
empty.
And
Nothing
there's
there.
dust. There's dust
dust.
all over the belt holder, the
Yeah.
little belt stand.
Tumbleweed blows
Yep.
across where the belt
But
normally
where
is.
the belt was, now that's all clear because no
Yeah.
dust.
Yes,
and
no
there's
dust
a
on that.
there's an H, a big H, scratched in there with a sword.
Oh,
And
highwayman.
Then the camera pans down, and there I am.
and you've got this dusty
and
dusty
I've-
belt.
I've got a very dusty belt, and I've got my sword out, and I've got a black mask over my eyes, and a black hat, kind of a straight
Just a ball
brim
cap?
hat. No,
Oh,
like
no,
a hat, like
Yeah.
and like a black cape and a black shirt and
Yeah.
sash and
No suspenders?
black pants and a black knee-high boots.
Yes.
And I've got a sword. And
Black sword?
Is it
Yeah, you
silver
know that
sword?
I've been somewhere if I carve an H into
Yes.
into the wall of where I was.
So
Which
is
will-
this sort
which
of like what you do all the
Yeah.
time? Like just
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of like an obsessive
when I've stolen
compulsive
something,
thing.
when I've
Oh, it's only when you
Oh,
stole something,
yeah,
or it's just
yeah,
when you go out.
when I became
for
robbing
dinner.
when I became robbing of something from
Yeah.
someplace of another thing, and then I went in there, I had nothing, I come back and I have everything
it.
from that place.
You have it, and they have an
Yeah,
H.
right.
Right.
That's what they're left with.
Okay.
Actually even less of the wall because I've scratched some of it out.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
stole that too.
You took some of
that.
the wall with you.
And I took the idea that this wall was yours from you because it's mine now because I
look.
put the H on it.
You know.
And then my song is "Life Is a Highway" by Rascal Flatts.
nice. So when you bust out, we hear that song,
Yeah.
or do we see you first? Is
No,
it
no, you
sort of like-
hear the ominous
Yeah.
prelude
It's
of
sort of lots of echo,
yeah.
lots of reverb,
right.
right. Make it sound big and kind of out there,
Yeah.
like life is a highway.
And then by the time you see me, I'm kind of doing one of these like two fist pumps,
Okay.
with like a pelvic thrust one
Wow.
way and then like back
Okay.
the other way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's my dance.
It's this eerie, creepy sound,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you have a sword, and so
Yeah,
you,
striking fear into
so
my
you
opponent's
you don't use the sword.
unitards.
Is this something like? Are you so not following the rules that you use
Sure.
the sword when you're wrestling?
Yeah, I just stab. That's what I do. That's actually
Okay.
a good point. Good
Yeah.
time to bring up my signature move,
Yeah.
which is thrusting my enemies through with a what is actually a rather
They just
large
go-
sword, very sharp.
The judges just go, well, he doesn't follow
Okay,
the
yeah.
rules. This is his
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
He
he's
has
stealing.
a sword and he doesn't follow the rules.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
well, they have to allow it.
They do.
yeah, yeah. So that would be my vibe, and I already have the rights for Life is a Highway all secured and everything. So it's just finding boots that will fit over my calves, my enormous calves.
Yeah, that's the
only-
holdup.
That's the holdup on that. No pun intended, Josh.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the
belt.
highwayman.
Oh yeah,
And the holdup.
And holding your boots.
holding up my victims, holding up my belt, my pants. I mean, with the
Yep,
belt,
with a belt.
and actually just waiting for my calves to shrink to atrophy.
That's-
so I can
Yes. Waiting for my calves to shrink. So
Yes.
you kind
and
of
I'm not waiting.
yeah.
are you sort of like
W-E-I-G-H-T.
you're
Yeah.
like yeah. You're like to atrophy those calves. Are you just
Okay.
like using a wheelchair?
What? Am I
Yeah.
using a wheelchair?
Yeah,
Yes, a wheelchair. Yes.
Wheelchair, yeah.
So-
Wheelchair.
It's one of
It's
those.
called a
wheelchair.
wheelchair because people use them.
Isn't that one of
Whales,
those?
yes.
Isn't that one of those rascal scooters?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
So-
that's
true.
a wheelchair.
You come
I
out.
call it my rascal fat.
Yes, you come out on a rascal scooter quietly.
Yeah.
The song starts.
Yeah.
You sort of disembark, and it's hard because your legs are kind
Right.
of weak.
Yes,
as
oh,
you're
totally.
Chill's trying to get
Yeah.
there. Do your thrusting and your fist
Mhm.
moves, and then you get down into the ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get back on the scooter. Get
back
down
on
to
the
ring.
scooter.
So when you are in the ring, you on a scooter wielding a sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
I mean that's hard
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah. Well, it's not. You have to let your. Let me think. I got to let my legs atrophy so I can win a trophy.
With
Yeah.
a trophy.
Atrophy.
Win atrophy.
So, I mean, it's not going to be an easy fight for any of my
No.
Well-
enemies, any of my rivals. So
Sorry to hold your sort of declining legs, your feet to the fire
Yeah.
on this game.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
not
you're
winning.
going to have to hold them. I can't hold them
You
up.
can't do
Yeah.
it. But you're not winning a trophy because it's a belt.
But the belt is a trophy
That-
in
good
so
point,
many.
Good point.
and-
Good point.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's a good point.
Wow, Josh, you're kind of sounding like me.
I
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I know, little
kinda-
pedantic over here.
I wonder who if Caleb's character is going to be
I
the
feel-
pedant.
I feel stymied. I don't have anything to say now.
It's not really a body slam. It's more of like a shoulder slam.
Caleb,
No, yeah.
Caleb, what do you got?
Okay, my guy, I kind of have led up to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teased it.
My guy is a big rat who does karate.
A karate rat.
Big karate rat.
Karate.
And
Karate.
so, yeah, you can imagine, like I said, I've got a big slimy tail,
Mhm.
not wearing clothes. This big rat.
You're not wearing clothes.
Yeah, this big rat.
Oh,
just
you
stands
are a
up
big
there.
rat.
I'm a
Okay.
big rat.
Yeah.
And so I'm
No,
using all the fear involved with that. And by what I mean by that is like, obviously I'm a human man,
oh,
Right.
okay.
but I'm putting on a rat suit.
A rat
but there's
costume.
no
I was-
clothes on
I was
top of the
gonna
rat
ask.
costume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
like a Splinter. It's like Splinter,
right,
but like naked Splinter.
It's
Yeah.
like Splinter in that the rat is male.
right,
Rat's male,
Yeah.
and he does karate.
and visibly male.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true. You know, it's not me you're seeing.
Right,
It's
right.
the rat.
It's the rat.
But you're seeing it.
But it is,
Yes.
yeah.
And when you see it, you will notice
Yes.
that the rat
Is
is male.
male. Definitely. Okay. But so I come out I actually come out. There's no music yet. Okay, I scuttle up, and then perch, and I on my all fours. On my all fours, I scuttle up, and then I get on my just twos,
Yeah.
and then I kind of make a pose, like a strongman pose, and
Yeah.
then you hear da 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 dun 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 dun
Okay,
dun,
nice.
da 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 dun 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 dun, da 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 dun 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 dun.
It's a ringtone.
And people think it's a ringtone, but it's my theme.
That's part of that is part of your like pump up.
Throws people off. Everyone's looking around. Whose phone
Yeah.
is that? I even pretend to look for a
Right.
phone, but then I.
But inside, you know, you're like, these rubes
Nope,
think
yep.
it's a phone.
So you hear that on repeat as I make my way down into the ring. Once I get in the ring,
It is a ringtone, actually.
there's some truth to that.
But
It's a ringtone.
Okay.
So once I get into the ring, I do cartwheels around, and I do a little. They usually have a little maze for me. I do a little maze, and then once I'm done with that, I'm all ready. This is like in my corner.
Right.
The cartwheels I do all the way around. Do that once,
Right.
Then I get back to my corner, and there's a little maze for
Yeah.
me to do. I do the maze, eat the cheese. Now I'm ready for a fight.
It can't be a difficult maze.
No, it's
Just
not. It's
size,
pretty
just size wise, it
It
has to be pretty.
small. It's pretty small. There's one turn.
Yeah, it's just like one of those.
Sometimes I do it wrong. There's one turn. It's right or left.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get the cheese. Sometimes I don't.
It's like a foam board, a vertical board that you like walk
Yep,
around.
basically, yes. One of my crew
Yeah.
holds up a board. The other one holds up another board. So it's like a T.
Okay, so there is.
So there's
alright.
cheese on one side and
Yeah.
no cheese on the other side. And it's
You
just
start
me
on
going,
the non-cheese side.
I start right. But
Yeah.
then there's a turn
Right,
around.
I
and I can
understand.
end up either with cheese or without
Right.
cheese.
Okay,
Right? Okay.
now I understand.
It's much easier to just see it.
Right. Yeah.
But then I get out there and then that's when I do my karate.
Okay.
Start getting those karate moves going.
Yeah.
Chopping.
I feel like I
Mainly
missed
chopping.
what. So the song wasn't a ringtone, but it was just that. That's it. Okay. It
Okay,
didn't.
that's it.
I was.
The
I
little
kind of thought
pause.
maybe that was going to become. That was like the intro to another song, but that's just what it is.
That's just what it
Your
is.
pump up music.
My pump up
is-
music is
And it-
and
it
there's
all-
words to it.
Well, I was gonna say.
Oh,
it only,
what are the words? Do they sing? Do they sing the words?
I really, really want some cheese. I really, really want some cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
I really, really, really want some cheese.
There you go. There it is.
People hear that, they
Yeah.
think that it's.
But you
the
don't
ringtone.
sing them. There's words to
yeah.
it, but you don't sing it.
Your supporters in the audience
might.
are
They know.
singing.
Yeah.
them,
if
are
they're
singing
on my
along.
side,
Yeah.
they know.
Yeah.
They're
It's
chanting
Karate
along.
Rat.
Yeah.
It's Karate Rat.
And
And I do. I want a better name.
Yeah.
Karate Rat is
Oh,
kind
okay.
of just derivative. People, if you say Karate Rat, they go Splinter.
also, it kind of limits you because maybe you want to do like mixed martial arts, and you
No,
you
it's
know,
one
or
of
you
my solemn
just
vows is to just do
only
karate.
practice karate.
Yeah, striking
Hey,
only.
that's
It's
great.
wrestling, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
going to be striking.
Well, yeah, but I mean, all of
My
our
ground
characters
game
kind
is
of
bad.
play fast and loose with the rules and
Right.
stuff like
If
that.
you're wrestling, your version of wrestling requires a scooter and a sword. Right. So I think maybe
Yeah.
I'm closer to the level of like what actual wrestling
Did I not
is.
mention that my
Yeah.
character is brandishing an axe?
yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a character.
mean-
it's a motivated prop. Okay.
Between Gabe and I,
yeah,
it's a pretty.
it's a bloodbath.
It's a good. That's good. That's good. What if we did what if we did a tag team thing?
Yeah.
Where there's two people in the thing and anyone else can tag.
The other one just kind of floats.
The other one's just hanging out outside, and any of the other members can tag the other person out,
Yeah.
and then they're fighting.
Okay. Sorry.
It's not tag team so much as just tag.
It's tagging the other. Whoever's not
Yeah,
in
yeah.
can be tagged in at
Yeah.
any point.
Okay.
And then they have to fight the other person.
Yeah.
And so, and when this comes about,
Mm-hmm.
my strategy is usually I just keep tagging.
Right.
You're just
Keep those guys fighting.
get the bodies
Yeah.
in the ring.
Get those guys fighting. Get you guys fighting.
Right.
Mhm.
Until you're tired from
Right.
lugging around your axe.
Or just loss of blood.
Sure.
Loss of blood is part of it. Try to avoid weapons
Yeah.
and tag the next person.
Yeah.
That's sort of my strategy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
That's a pretty good.
As a sneaky little rat.
Yeah.
Big rat. But I look like those RUSs, the rodents of
Yes.
unusual size.
Right.
Right.
So
Because
that's
you
what I
are
look
on
like.
your all fours, and then you're
Use my
But
all fours at
moving to your
first.
twos.
Yeah, and you're definitely more noticeably male than those are.
Oh
in
yeah,
the film.
yeah. When I get up on my
Especially
all
once you're
twos, it's
standing.
unavoidable.
On
Yeah.
just twos.
When I get up on my twos, you see.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
yeah.
one thing everybody's looking at.
Yes. Yeah. So that's just. I don't know. That's just what I've been thinking about.
I
To
love
be-
that as a.
Yeah.
I think the three of us as a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
man.
know, Vince McMahon's going to have a hard time saying no, right?
Yeah.
Or
There's going to be there should be a meme,
Okay.
you know, where you see him reacting
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and like
Right.
and each of us individually is his like nonplussed or
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then all three of us together
Yeah.
It's like.
is
whoa.
like his
Yeah.
like
So you guys are
Big
willing
reaction.
to go
Yeah.
in, like if we were to do this.
Okay.
Like if they want
mhm.
you
Me, the
and
highwayman.
Josh, but not me, you guys
Right.
are going no. It's a package deal.
It's a package deal. And that's
I mean, I would say that I would definitely have principles about that, like up to a point, up to a certain amount of money, basically. That's
Yeah.
kind of like,
I was wondering about
Yeah.
that.
for you it's a money thing.
yeah, well, I mean, basically, as soon as we get into like four figures,
Yeah.
then I'm starting to turn my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if it's anything north of $750, then I'm definitely
like-
considering it.
Yeah.
For a year.
It's kind of flat.
Just one payment, and then you'll just do it forever.
Yeah.
Forever. So if you get
Yeah, yeah.
anything above at 4 digits or more, you would abscond with us
Yeah.
and just do
Not
it
even
yourself.
Well, just leave a, you know, but to be fair, Gabe, if he wins or
Yeah.
loses,
I get something out of it.
right, you're
Yeah.
like jail time.
Jail time,
Like
I'm killing
pretty-
people. you know?
Pretty guaranteed. So it's,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about meals anymore. Got
No
that
meals?
taken care of.
Maybe you see. Oh no, you wouldn't see
I could
his
hang out
wife.
in the exercise gym and the
Probably
food
not.
gym.
Yeah.
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 You'd have something to talk about. Jail. You guys would. You're going to visit your wife.
Yeah, I could drop
Your-
by and say, hey.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it seems like a pretty good deal.
Meanwhile, me, I'm just living in my high rise.
You have a high rise.
Yeah, because it's just an outfit. The rat stuff.
right.
Oh, all the right stuff. You're actually a
I'm
high-powered
very
businessman.
wealthy.
Oh, okay.
I'm extremely wealthy. I have a ton of money, which is partially why the rat suit's so convincing.
Gotcha.
You're
Is
able
I've-
to really.
Invested properly.
Yeah.
Paid attention to the market.
It's like how Batman's bat suit is so convincing.
I bought enough precious metals to
You bought-
withstand inflation.
You bought Bitcoin at like $400.
just with some excess stuff. That was just
Yeah.
fun. That was just
Yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah, throwing it around.
Not a big deal.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys are doing that stuff, and so it is kind of like, yeah, in the ring I might not win, but when we step back,
Right. All you
I
do
am
is
a
win.
billionaire who wears a rat suit sometimes.
Yeah, who's like who's kind of got a constant stream of
Yeah.
people he's sacrificing
Yeah.
before he actually gets involved with any of the fighting.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, right? You were
Wait.
talking about like the tag team thing where you're just tagging people from the
no, that's when
audience
it's
to
just
come
us
in?
three.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's
I'm tagging
keeping
out-
us.
I'm just tagging out. So you
He's
guys
keeping us busy.
Keeping us
Yeah.
pitted
And
against.
then
Oh,
each
once
other.
you guys are tired, then I
Gotcha.
step in and I can. Hiya!
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Very good. I like that. I think that's a great strategy.
That is a good strategy. Speaking of strategy,
Emphasis on the rat.
what would you guys say is the real takeaway if we're talking about techniques
Strum-
for answering questions today.
Yeah.
All the world's a stage.
All the world's a stage.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and?
Well, just
I'm on
thinking
board.
about
I just want to hear you expand.
Okay, good. The way that
I'm on stage.
everybody,
The boards.
all of our
The planks of the
guys had really good motivation, and that's just life. The way that these guys got to where they are is life's winding paths.
Right.
And that's what it like. All the world's a stage, and sometimes it's dress rehearsal, sometimes it's the performance. Sometimes it's the sometimes you're the understudy.
Yeah.
And this is all part of it. It's all a
Sometimes,
stage.
right. Sometimes you've been motivated to get there by, deep kind of pain
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
or ambition.
Yeah, just a desire for things.
I feel
Or-
like my guy didn't have much motivation. If I'm
He-
being
his
honest. He kinda
motivation
just
was-
is doing this.
His
For,
his motivation was just love of
but I
of
feel like I could
performance
de-
and wrestling.
I could define it right.
A
It's like,
commitment to karate.
I want
Right.
to prove to the world that Rats doing karate is wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the whole thing.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
that's in the back of your mind.
Well, the
Whatever
back of
you're.
my mind is, people don't think I'm wrestling,
Yeah.
but look at me. I'm fighting a man on a scooter with a sword.
I'm a
getting-
lumberjack with an axe.
Hopefully, I'm getting a guy with an axe to fight a man on a scooter with a sword, and they don't think that's wrestling.
Yeah.
That's Wily Rat wrestling. Wily Rat karate
This is
wrestling.
the nature of the rat.
So that's my motivation. My motivation.
Okay.
I have all this money. I have all this acclaim in these other tiers because I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
But I don the rat suit to prove the thing that I
Right.
really want to prove.
Yeah.
And that's
My dad said it wasn't wrestling.
Oh, okay. That's
Gotcha.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Say no more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that. All adds up.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know how all the world's a stage connects to this being a technique for answering.
Well,
So can anyone help me?
Yeah, well, all the world's a stage. Is it? Think about when you answer a question. Is it someone trying to get you to act out a part? Is it actually a sincere question?
Right.
Are they trying to get you to reveal something?
mm-hmm.
And I feel like we got duped
Yeah.
a little bit.
Mm.
I feel like I kind of got duped this week. Rare thing. I don't know if you guys feel like you got duped, but I feel like I kind of
exposed things about myself that I didn't mean to because of the kind of sudden nature of the question.
the excitement about
right.
what if I was a wrestler.
Right.
Now,
Okay.
now I'm imagining things, and so now you're hearing about this like internal life of mine that I wasn't planning on
Yes.
sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The extemporaneous aspect of it really, help. It can sometimes help you to be, not as guarded.
Right.
Right. You're flying off the cuff, and you're kind of making these calls
From the overflow of the heart, the
Yes.
mouth speaks.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the way that I feel this week. That
I feel like I got.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we wanted to exemplify the proper techniques, we wouldn't have answered.
right. The
would've-
strategy. One of the
Yeah.
strategies that you'll want to take with you from this question is
Yeah.
watch out, be careful,
Yeah.
Be careful, and
Yeah.
and
even the best,
even
can
the
get-
best get duped.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
once and again.
Sometimes, and look, when you fail like this, you got to admit it.
I'm not
Yes.
too big
I'm not
to
too
say,
big to do
Yeah.
that.
hey, listen,
Yes.
egg on my face.
I should have made something
Hey.
up
Yeah,
instead of saying what I really felt.
right.
All
what's
the
in my
world's a
heart.
stage. Egg on my face.
Yep.
It kind of comes down to those two. It's a
It really-
two-pronged approach this week,
It really is.
and it's also quite brave of us to actually be admitting that.
And speaking of prongs, if you want to needle us with a question,
Oh, nice.
please send in an audio
Send in a
file.
knife.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, well, you can do that. You can send in send us a knife.
Send us a
I don't
knife.
know. I would be probably alarmed if I got a
Yeah.
knife
Don't hand it to us in person.
in
No.
my email.
Unless it's
Yeah, no, I mean,
knife.
mail a knife to us.
yeah, mail us a knife, or you could just send an email to advancedansweringtechniques@gmail.com, and that should contain an audio file about a minute in length. We're looking for something like you asking a question,
Yeah.
personal details,
It's how long I want the knife to be, too.
just 1 minute long knife. Yep. 60 seconds of knife. Guys, it's been great.
This was
wow.
great.
Wow, what a... this is the second episode of this year?
Second episode of the year.
Wow. Already starting off with like, wow, we need to be more... We need to curate these questions a little more. Try to get down to like... It was a good question. It's just tricky.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
realize
Well,
how
we need
tricky
to
it was.
we need to be more. We do need to be a little more guarded. I think
Yeah.
everybody's a little tired coming off of the holidays, and our guard is down.
Our
Yeah.
guards down. We're trying to have fun and be funny and
Right.
take it less seriously,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And so then we let this one in and it kind of gets us.
Yeah.
Right between the ribs.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Solar plexus. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not, I got the wind knocked out of me.
Yeah.
Is it the air knocked out or the wind?
It's the wind.
It's the wind.
Okay, I think it made a good different sound, but
Is there a lunar plexus?
there should be.
I don't want to know where it is if there is one.
Go to that. Hey, if we go to the lunar plexus, maybe we can go to the Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, slingshot.
Slingshot.
Martian plexus.
Thanks.
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 Bye.
Bye.
Bye, yeah.
Listen to me talking, hear what I'm saying. The message that I'm hawking must get to the brain. I don't mean to cause you pain. In fact, the contract makes it plain. Gotta pull my punches. Pull my punches. Pull my punches. Don't make me chafe, it don't cause me strain. My feet been planted cause I'm strictly staying. A map is set, but my eyes are saying. Trust me, mama, it's a part that I'm playing. I gotta pull my punches. Pull my punches.